lapatinib. I can't say I solved their problem, but I did, okay? And then you pick drugs based on what they got before and what side effects they'll tolerate. So you're always dealing with side effects, their medical problems, and, what they got before. And that's kind of how you pick. I mean, I would tell you that, the people who did the Kadcyla trial were very smart because everybody was doing lapatinib next. Everybody got lapatinib and Xeloda until the trial proved that Kadcyla was better. Now, it's not a billion times better, but it's better. So the fact that it was better and probably also easier to give with less side effects got it to win the place of, lapatinib and Xeloda.
Okay. So this is really helpful. So considering these decision criteria, where does product X fit in?
Again, I think that product X is probably going to get used prior to lapatinib because of toxicity.
Okay.
Because it's lapatinib and Xeloda. That's what you have to remember.
Right.
It's lapatinib and Xeloda.
Okay.
It's not lapatinib alone. And Neuralinx is not a great drug either because of all the, issues with, again, it's another diarrhea problem. So, there are, so it just, so you just have to be, like I said, you're just going to pick your, the last trial I heard, I was trying to remember was, Neuralinx and TDM1 or Kadcyla. And that data looked really interesting. So, again, people are doing all sorts of combinations for metastatic disease. But, again, that's not an easy combination either. So you got to pick your poison of, what you're going to give patients versus, how much they're going to tolerate the toxicity.
So if you were to describe product X to a colleague after or tomorrow or next week or, how would you describe it in one or two sentences?
Well, now that you told me what it was, I'd say it's a super Herceptin, which by its mechanism of action attaches better to HER2/neu. That's what I'd say.
Okay, so you would gravitate towards describing the MOA. We talked about the tolerability, and all of this is because you feel the efficacy is not that impressive. Is that correct?
Right, the efficacy is not that impressive.
Okay, and the fact that it has 4 months OS, that also is not, in your mind, is not that impressive either.
No. I mean, when you look at if you look at the data that got Kadcyla approved, okay, their OS was 29.9 months. Now, granted, it's third line, okay?
Yeah.
But it was like 30 months.
So, if you went back to that slide with the visuals, which visual would you pick for product X? And why?
Well, I'd maybe pick I, because that looks like, because it's kind of a copycat of Herceptin, which is why the efficacy isn't that great.